So take a look at 9. It says rounded to the nearest hundredth. What's the larger root of x squared minus 2x plus 108? So you can use the quadratic formula for this. It's a multiple choice question. So I'm going to use Desmos. I'm going to graph this into Desmos. So x squared minus 22x plus 108. Minus 22x plus 108. And now let's find the larger root. Well, this is the larger root, 14.606. What's there? Looks like it's D. So again, you could have used the quadratic formula. If it wasn't multiple choice, use quadratic formula. It's multiple choice. Use your resources. I'm going to graph. 10 says solve the following equation for all the values of x. So just the answer in simplest radical form. So again, we're going to use a quadratic formula here. But to do that, this has to equal 0. So we get 4x squared minus 12x minus 5 equals 6. Move the 6 over. We get 4x squared minus 12x minus 11 equals 0. And then label your A, your B, and your C. We'll plug it in. X is equal to negative something plus or minus the square root. And fill it in. B, B, A, C, and A. Double negative turns positive. And then the bottom 2 times 4 is 8. Plug that in your calculator. Negative 12 squared minus 4 times 4 times negative 11. Sorry, I can't even read my own handwriting. Negative 12 minus 4 times negative 11. 320. These are really big numbers. 320. So again, we have to figure out how we can simplify this. What's the largest perfect square that can go into 320? Okay, so off to the side, radical 320. Again, play around in your calculator. We'll do 320. I just like to divide by 4. We'll do 320. That's still a perfect square, can go into that. So let's try 16. And then let's try 64. And it's 5. I'm going to have to play around and guess and check. So 64 going 5 times. Square root of 64 is 8. And the 5 is going to stay underneath the radical. So this is going to become 12 plus or minus 8 radical 5 all over 8. Check and see, do we have heart? And we do. All those simplify down to 3 plus or minus 2 radical 5 all over 2. 4 is the largest number that can go into all 3. Last one here. Again, use the quadratic formula. We have A equals 9, B equals negative 6, and C equals 4. Fill in the bones of the formula. And then fill in your numbers. So negative 6, 9, 4, and 9. Clean it up. Double negative becomes positive. Sum radical over 18. Plug just what's underneath into Desmos. So negative 6 squared minus 4 times 9 times 4. And we get negative 108. Well, there's a negative underneath the radical, so I'm going to take it out. out an I and it becomes positive. And let's see how we can simplify 108. I think the largest perfect square that can go to 108 is 36. Yep, it goes in 3 times. So this is 36 times 3. The square root of 36 is 6. And the 3 is left over. So it's going to become 6 plus or minus 6i radical 3 all over 18. Check and see, do we have a heart? And we do. The largest number that can go into all 3 is 6. So this becomes 1 plus or minus 1i radical 3 all over 3. And there you go.